Aki, which is the tier 10 Japanese battleship Yamato replacement. And I say it's a Yamato replacement because it's almost literally better Yamato. Because most players, when they play Yamato, they try to swing out their rear turret and get their rear turret on targets, and that just gets them smacked, either through their cheek citadel or just through regular damage over time. So Aki is different because you get rid of that third turret. You can kind of see it peeking over here. You get rid of that third turret, and you replace that with a flight deck. So exactly, head on, apply directly to the forehead, right? Or like a claymore. You don't have to worry about your third turret because your third turret doesn't exist. And then whenever you don't have a target, then you can just launch your planes, because these are aircraft. These are dive bombers that do ridiculous damage, assuming they hit. And so, I mean, it's just that's why I said she's better Yamato. Okay, so if you've got Aki, you really don't have a reason to grind Yamato. Is she better Shikishima? I think so. Would she be better? What's the other Yamato I'm thinking about?
Yamato Kai.
Right. Well, Yamato Kai isn't that big of a deal, right?
Except for the one patch where it crashes your game.
No, I'm thinking of. So there's Shikishima.
There's Satsuma.
That's the one I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. And the Satsuma is a little bit different. But yeah. Anyway, she's a good boat. And if you've got her, great. If you don't have her, unfortunate. But here we are. So build main armaments mod 1, fire reduction and flood reduction, aiming, air groups, concealment, and main battery reload. Exactly how you'd want to set it up. Oh yeah, then there's also Shinano. That's true. For captain, you've got a standard captain with gun feeder, grease the gears, adrenaline rush, focus fire training. This is to get your airstrike up quicker. And then emergency repair and fire prevention. Is this a PvE specific build then, Panzer?
Yeah, and
okay.
Right now I'm in the debating if I want to hold out for the third skill to get basic survivability, or if I just want to grab vigilance, because I have 2 points right now.
Okay. If you're playing in PvE specifically and you find yourself running into torps a lot, then vigilance is a great choice. You probably don't really need concealment. You might actually. I might consider furious.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get set on fire a lot in these operations, or in asymmetrics, whatever. So
asymmetric operations, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be interesting, because that helps you reload. I've dabbled a bit with super heavy AP shells too. Yamato, you're pretty much never really gonna shoot HE, so I don't even know that you need gun feeder. But super AP heavy shells could be interesting as well. But then you're set on fire longer, so then you might need to switch a couple things up as well, someplace else.
Yeah, super heavy AP will strain your DCP.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. This would be good Furious. What could you take differently? Oh, you know what you could take differently in slot 1 here? Do that. Take emergency repair specialist. I know it's only 3%, but if you're playing with fire with Furious, this gives you the ability to kind of control that a little bit more, so like you don't get set on too many fires.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
I was debating, yeah, because right now, if I were to take vigilance, I was probably going to take the emergency repair specialist if I didn't take the basics of survivability.
Mm-hmm.
Does Furious only benefit your main guns?
Yes.
Yes. Main battery reload.
Then it's kind of at odds with your planes, because it doesn't benefit them as well.
Correct. So this is, but for PvE, I feel like it's more about having your guns available, and then you just really only use your bombers when, you've got nothing to shoot for a while, right? I don't know. Just a thought. You might even get. Your turn time is abysmal. So yeah, you probably still want grease the gears.
Yeah.
Depending on how comfortable with it is, I mean, you could just sit bow in and not care about turn time.
Right.
That's generally how I end up playing it usually, but then if you go into certain operations like Hermes, you have to constantly swap your turrets from left to right.
Mm-hmm.
And that already takes forever to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just rotate your mini-map.
Well, and that's when you can use your planes. So, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I might try something like this and see if you like it. Alternately, if you're doing this in operation in PvE specifically and you're not so dependent on your airstrike, you could always drop to damage control, or you could drop your 3-pointer here for basics instead. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is fine. For flags, HP, ramming, fire reduction, flow reduction, heal boosting speed, consumables, and anti-air. Nothing wrong there. All right, let's get the build viewers off the screen. Hello, Axum. How you doing? Happy Sunday. And here we go. So this is standard battle. 2 brothers. Oh, I know where you need to go. I would literally just set autopilot here. And just guard the channel. Because it's a standard battle, they're going to bum rush the middle.
Yeah, I knew they were going to bum rush the middle. I actually did not go toward the middle. I actually decided to go around because I was hoping, because, you know, battleships usually get kind of caught up in their cap trying to get down the middle.
Uh-huh.
My hope was to get to their cap from behind and just start hammering them with AP.
Well, you could try for that.
I mean, we'll see how this plays out, because this is a pretty, I would call it a high intensity match.
Okay.
Mainly because of how it's going to play out.
Well, you see, the correct answer is, if it's 2 brothers, then you go mid, no exceptions.
Right. That's what I mean, like...
Let's just say the team isn't a very good help here.
Right, another reason to go mid.
Yeah. And if someone types in alt chat that we need to go down mid, then you have to go down mid. You're obligated.
Especially if they say no balls.
Yes.
This is a replay, Banjax. We have no control here. Load the water bottles.
All the targets look pretty solid. You might have overpen problems against Cleveland, but everything else at least explodes pretty easily.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Cataluna and Albemarle, because they are cruisers and you tend to overpen them a lot.
Yeah, we didn't really look at the matchmaking, but I mean, what do you care about the matchmaking here in Aki? Alright, it's time to start reversing. And see, the problem is, like what you said a moment ago, you're trying to get to their cap so you can get on their broadside with AP. But you have to remember that when you get to these situations, now that slows you down. LOL, you're Lepanto. Totally screwing you right here.
Yep.
Thank you, Lepanto.
I would have just DCP'd. I mean, why let the fire run?
I mean, I might as well let the fire run to get my reload even lower than it already is.
I like that even like normally a very beneficial thing, like these teammates still successfully managed to screw you over here.
And that's why I was saying to slow down, because I mean that in reverse, because that also would have kept you out there spotting for him and for you. But anyway, if you want it, if you really want to get down to the bottom there, the problem is you have to kill these guys as quickly as possible. Look at all the enemies coming through the channel right now. Nice kill.
Yep. Great time to launch your planes. trying to do in between gun reloads.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I prefer the hybrid.
Look at that damage.
Because, unlike on Hildebrand. Whereas Hildebrand, you have the planes. The issue is your reload's so short. At times, it feels like you're wasting opportunity to deal damage with it.
Hildebrand is a carrier that plays like a cruiser. Every other one is more the ship that plays like a carrier.
Yeah. Hildebrand, you're constantly sending out planes because your hull is pretty bad, and people are going to focus you whenever you stick your nose out.
Yep.
At least in iCUE, you can tank it much better.
Thanks, Duckman. Duckman checking in over on Kick. The other thing I was going to say is you could have shot a lot earlier. I know you wanted to wait for Nebraska to go side, but you could have shot earlier and aimed for the upper flight deck and stuff. Just get some extra damage in so that you kill this guy as quick as possible.
Yeah, the reason I was holding off there is I remembered Nebraska does, like, some of its upper plating is 38mm, so my concern was bouncing shells off there.
I mean, I guess, but...
I'll go look at Nebraska's armor profile then.
Alright, you got him with fires, you gotta be thinking about where you go next. Now, there's the right choice and the wrong choice. Which one is the right choice, Panzer, from right here?
Go back down to the cap and go down the middle.
Go, which cap? Yours or theirs?
Well, I said go back to cap, then go down the middle, so I figured it would be my cap.
And that would be correct, because your Bremen is about to be overwhelmed.
All routes lead to the middle two brothers.
See, you wanted to get to here, but by the time you get to here, you can't. You gotta go back here, because, you know, teammates.
Also, Wolf, there is... Nebraska does not have a cheek.
True. True, but you can Citadel under the second turret relatively easily.
The entire Citadel's underwater. You could try and Citadel it under the turrets, but the Citadel extends about halfway through the flight deck.
Now,
it's just not easy because it's so low.
Right. Since you've decided to go to their base, you are now basically committing to, well, I'm just going to kill all of these guys in time to sail back into the cap. Which is a possibility. It's just, you know, at least with the fact you've got a hybrid, you can launch the planes and stuff. Helium voice person too difficult to hear. That would be SAT. And that's weird. I have him up pretty high.
He sounds fine to me. I got pissed at that salvo. Somehow completely missed the Kansas for the most part.
Battleship life, my friend.
Yep. It doesn't help that Aki, just like Yamato, has worse accuracy at closer ranges.
Sinking all of them, parking up in cap, nose into the channel while you farm with planes. He's a piercing voice. There you go. Well, I can turn him up a little bit more.
I can just hold it a bit closer to the mic, that's all.
And, well, rip your teammates.
Yep.
You are the last hope. Yeah, this looks practically unwinnable. You have to go kill everyone, and then you also have to send bombers in between to stop the caps from ticking. So it's very difficult, to say the least.
Yep.
Yep.
And you're kind of forced to show a good amount of side and cheek to the Kansas, is both of them.
Yeah, because this goddamn Ian and its torpedoes was my concern.
Uh-huh. Well, there's your double. Okay, that gives you some breathing room because the other Kansas is... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it's behind the island, but LOL. He's on your broadside.
Oh well,
There you go.
He can't hit
There you go.
anything anyways.
Just tell your autopilot to sail so you can blame the autopilot when you get citadeled. And now you're going all the way up to the Albemarle because you figure that's the first guy that started getting cap points, so he's got the most cap points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I believe cap progress is maxed out at 2 ships. So it doesn't matter if you have 3 or 99 ships in the cap. It'll just it'll capture at the same rate.
Okay.
Luckily, I actually had two squadrons at the ready.
That's
And I knew
right.
there was the GJ maker.
I might... Yeah, that's true.
Luckily, he wasn't moving.
Man, if you would have dropped from the other side, you might have been able to hit both. Wow, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's why Aki is a little bit silly sometimes.
The bot felt
Fortunately,
that.
it's a bot. And war crimes against bots are perfectly acceptable. Now, if that was a human, you would be probably seeing some very gamer words in chat.
Oh yeah. Probably be calling me a whale and all such things. A goddamn whale, and I'm the reason the game's terrible as it is.
As he's playing the Valparaiso.
All right, so I think I got a title already for this. Crimes Against Bots.
Main reason I'm not shooting at the GK right here is because I know that Eaton's the one with all the capture points right now.
Well, and he's quite
And-
frankly the bigger threat with his torpedo arcs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
now-
can just let secondaries do it, so good call.
Ah, look at RNG. Bless RNG. He's on a roll now, yeah. Crimes against unhumanity, right? Revenge against the AI overlords, right? Or were those... That wasn't Albemarle Torps, was it?
No, it was the Eaton, I'm pretty sure. Because it was 3 torps, and Eaton, I think, either has 3 or 4.
Because Albemarle... So the bots typically, with ships that have single-fire torpedoes, they like to single-fire them.
Yeah. There's the Albemarle's torps.
Yep, tried it. Oof, that's unlucky. If you had more time, you would try to get it onto your belt to lower the chance of you taking a flood.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try and do.
Yeah, you just didn't have enough time, so it's
Yeah.
alright.
Well,
At
and
this
here's
point,
where...
I thought I was dead.
Sure. But this is where vigilance comes in really handy.
Yeah.
And the and even you could even say also it's where emergency repair specialist, even though it's 3%, like getting that back quicker too. Anyway, now you get to go bomb the Kansas. I mean, you're gonna win as long as you don't die, so you just don't die. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the Bismarck in a while.
Kansas can't hit you anyways. He's a Kansas.
Yeah, electrics. I don't. Bots be bots, man. I don't know. Oh, there's the Bismarck. What do you mean? Why is
bots?
right? What do you mean? Why is the point total so offset? Nice hit. Yeah. Yeah, in standard battle and ASIMs, it's actually pretty easy to take the hits. That should be a dead Kansas there. Yup. Even allowed to Flak learn to zigzag. I think he was worried he just didn't have time. He wanted to get the shot at the drop in and then get back to his ship so he could move it around as needed.
Yeah, my
And
concern there was no finish.
Right.
I was just gonna
I'll be
say,
in, hello.
basically the reason I kind of just sent the planes and then ate the flak was I was trying to get out there, find out where they were, get a drop in if I could, and then find out if I'd be able to turn them back around or not.
Mm.
Without running the risk of eating any AP shells into my side.
Right. Now, I mean, you can sit here, but I would probably just go straight up to the top of the map. I mean, there's really no need for you to be closer to the carrier, because that's a big threat for you right now.
Nah, Aki's got good base AA. You actually, or it's fine to just farm the carrier planes.
Yeah. Apparently I chewed through a lot of his planes already because he keeps sending like half or like quarter squads at me.
Well, they usually keep sending one type, and then they will change it once they run out of those. Then they'll change it to the next type.
Yep.
And so, yeah, there's 6 minutes left, but if you're winning on points, then, you know, all you gotta do is just not die and have drops like that.
No cap kill all.
Now, you can heal now, and you might want to do that. You got Immelman from a box. Yeah, play it. Why not? She's a fun boat.
Then he won't get the full benefit of AR if he heals.
True. I'm just concerned with you going so aggressive right now. Bismarck gets on your side, and you get, you know, a full torpedo bomber squad that just shows up.
I think it's fine. Like, even if the Implacable gets a shot off, it's probably not going to do too much damage.
No.
It's mostly the Bismarck just ramming you or somehow getting god accuracy and cheeks at dealing you like 5 times would be an issue.
And that should be a dead Bismarck. There you go. Now you get to go back down the channel again. It wouldn't be a draw, Dogman. It would be a loss because there's still a carrier left on the enemy team.
Actually, now that Pockington, since you brought Valparaiso, what if Wargaming decide to be evil for one patch and just replace all the bots with Valparaisos?
Oh my god. Why aim for superstructure instead of the turrets? Because the superstructure will get the kill. Turrets will possibly get knocked out. And Bismarck's got so much superstructure, you get the 10% guaranteed damage from the overpens. Do bots even use combat instructions? I think they do.
I'm under the
think
impression no.
I haven't really paid too much attention to that. If they do it as soon as it's available.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to program either way. You just literally just tell it to use it on cooldown, and it's pretty easy to charge it.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, an Implacable. It'd be a shame if something dirty were to happen with your planes. And let's see. I was waiting for more. Oh well. 5 shatters on the armored deck.
Implacable has an armored midsection. Unfortunately, that ate up half your damage.
Yep. But
Yeah,
bless him.
it was bullshit.
That's why the British won the war, because of the armored decks.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised when I saw the non-pens on those bombs because I figured that the penetration on those bombs was enough to get through the deck.
You didn't have to. You don't have to shoot here. You can just farm his planes for even more base EXP.
That's exactly what I was. That's why I paused it, SAT. I knew you and I were gonna hit on the same thing. The school of anything goes, base XP, martial arts training. You hold your main batteries. You could even turn off your anti-air, but you might as well, you know, for secondaries. Get in the cap and just chill. Like, right behind him. Keep your guns on him, so if you're worried he might kill you, then you kill him before he does, but... no need to shoot here. Play with your food a little more.
Yes.
You can
And
even
then
let the time
T-pose
run
on.
out. And then kill him during trash time.
True.
Smooth
Yeah, but-
battle ending.
10 kills. That's why I was thinking Crimes Against Bots would be a great title. Because look at that.
Let's... Zath, are you still in Kraken, or did you leave a while back?
I'm still in Kraken.
Okay. You know Hank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his username is Clanker Spanker.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're thinking what I'm thinking? That might be a good title for this one.
Clanker Spanker?
Yes.
Okay.
If you do that, you should you could send it to him.
Poster Roaster. Tears of the Bots. Wow. You guys are coming up with some great names on this one. Panzer, what do you got? What do you like? It's your replay.
I don't know. I mean, let's see.
You destroyed
Botmanity is pretty good.
You destroyed an entire ship with your anti-air. Acclimated?